This guy is swooping down a ramp at 60 kilometers an hour with 200 kilograms of bananas. At this moment, the brakes mean nothing to him, and hitting it will just make things worse. There are a lot of cyclists like him in Burundi. You need to be really lucky to do something like that. The lucky ones can make it to the destination of the goods. The unlucky ones, however, will probably reach the end of their lives. In this video, we will show you the dangerous roads in Burundi. Burundi is a small country in Africa where people travel mainly on bicycles made in China. People in this country transport everything with bicycles, including big stuff like mattresses and furniture and small ones like vegetables and fruits. Burundi is rich in bananas, and every week Johnson goes to the market to buy bananas. He is a banana beer brewer, and the bananas are always delivered by bicycle. However, Johnson doesn't want to do the transportation himself because he knows that it may take his life away. So he usually hires someone to do that. Brooke works as a banana transporter, and he is grateful for that because it's how he makes a living. Today, he has to deliver 150 kilograms of bananas to somewhere 15 kilometers away. He skillfully ties the bananas to his bike, and he must be very careful while doing that. If he accidentally falls on the road, he could lose his own life, as well as the bananas. Luckily, there is a long descent at the start, which makes it a lot easier for him. The bike is swooping down, and there are a lot of pedestrians on the road, so he has to stay focused the whole time. He doesn't dare to brake on a road like that, and he just keeps on ringing the bell. It's impossible to pass through a road like that without excellent driving skills and psychological quality. Brooke is 22 years old, and he has never been to school, so he could only survive on delivering services by bicycle. After 45 minutes, Brooke arrives safely at his destination, a banana beer brewing village. In Burundi, owning a bicycle will make a man much more attractive to girls. Brooke is still very young, but he is already married and has 2 kids. When it comes to the pay, Brooke is a little embarrassed. He said he could barely support his family by doing this job, and he had to wear torn pants because he could not afford to buy new ones. In contrast, Johnson is obviously much richer. He made his fortune by selling banana beer. These bananas will be buried in the ground and then processed and fermented after ripe. His business is going pretty well, and he has several workers working for him. The workers squeeze the juice out of the bananas with fresh hay and put it into the cellar for natural fermentation. The fermented banana beer can be as strong as 40 degrees, making it very intoxicating to drink. People here don't have many entertainments, and it is the greatest enjoyment for the farmers to sit down and drink some banana beer after work. There is a highway next to this village, and it leads to Bujumbura, the capital of Burundi. A truck driver named Wade is driving by. He has been driving on this road for 10 years, and just like Brooke, he hardly hits the brakes. Every time he passes through this road, he has to drive slowly because he knows that there must be a bunch of people holding onto the back of his truck. These desperate cyclists are like acrobats and often hold on to one after another, like playing solitaire. Wade is the kind of person who loves to drive fast, and he is pretty upset about this. Things like that are too dangerous, especially when he has to dodge an oncoming car or potholes, and the cyclists behind him might die because they can't move away on time due to an obstructed view. Wade has seen several accidents like that, and he believes that the government should ban people from holding onto others' trucks. To reduce traffic accidents, the police have recently increased their checks on cars and cyclists, and vendors have taken advantage of the opportunity to sell stuff. However, those measures seem to be less effective than expected, because the cyclists always run away as soon as they hear the police whistle. The government has nearly doubled the number of traffic police in the past few years and has banned people from holding on to trucks. But the cyclists don't seem to care. The roads are getting busier as we get closer to the capital. Now, it is only 40 kilometers away from the capital, and we are seeing more and more cyclists on the road. Paul is also a bicycle transporter and has been doing this for 5 years. Paul lives here with his girlfriend. They don't have children because he is doing something dangerous. They plan to wait until they are more stable. Bananas are cheaper here than in the capital, just $4 a bundle. Paul bought 200 kilograms of bananas and planned to sell them in the capital at a higher price to earn some money. He gets on his bike and begins this journey of death. The bike swoops down the ramp and soon reaches a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. As an experienced cyclist, he doesn't brake even when turning, or his tires would blow out. It can be very dangerous if it rains. Since he can't brake, he has to wait for the next uphill to slow down naturally. But until then, all he can do is pray for God's blessing. No one knows how many accidents have ever happened here, and the traffic department has never done such statistics. Fortunately, it is a smooth ride down the hill. Paul tries to grab a truck to save some energy, but he falls down immediately. Luckily, he is just fine. He soon reaches an uphill, and there are a lot of people waiting to help people push bikes and earn 10 cents for 15 minutes. Paul's job is clearly extremely dangerous, and it's also very tiring, so he needs to eat large amounts of corn every day to get enough energy. There are still 15 kilometers to go from here to the capital, and he has to go on another long descent. Many accidents have happened on this road, but Paul is pretty confident in his driving skills. "I haven't had any major injuries so far, just a few broken bones," he said. In the end, Paul made it safely to the capital and had another brush with death. The first store he delivered to was at the far end of the city. To prevent the bananas from being damaged, he should park the bike properly, and a handsome drift like this could keep the 200 kilograms of bananas from falling to the ground. He delivers 2 bundles of bananas to the store 5 times a week, earning $2 on each bundle. Next, he has to go to the farmer's market in the northwest of the city. Alice is a 42-year-old widow with 4 children, and she has an even tougher life than Paul, so Paul sells her bananas a little cheaper than others. The huge bicycle industry has given rise to another business, bicycle repair. This man has been doing this for 5 years, and his business is booming. He has nearly 100 repairmen working for him, and he said the most they did was reinforce the railings on the bikes and change tires. Paul also comes to this shop after delivering bananas. His tires are badly worn and have been mended 4 times. Now he needs new ones, or he might slip or get a flat tire on rainy days like this. After the repair, Paul gets back on the bike with new tires and prepares for his next ride. If you like our channel, please give us a like and subscribe. Let's see a bigger world together. See you next time.